digital generation, how you phone today? It is okay or the battery is empty like my phone. Typical problem for the smartphone, right? Okay, let's move to my slide. Do you know whose are they and what's they contribute into the technology innovation? I bet you are only familiar with this person. His name is Steve Jobs. But who is this person beside him? His name is Andy Rubin. Andy Rubin is the first inventor for the Android, and Android Incorporation being established by him at year 2003. But at startup, Android faced many challenges. First, he faced lack of fund for the future development, and second, the technology of Android need to compete with the pioneer technology in operating system, which are Microsoft and iOS. At first stage, his friend willing to fund, but it's not enough for Andy to enter the phone manufacturer. It happened at year 2005 when Google purchased Android Incorporation and intend to make Android as a platform for other phones. Google didn't want to do the manufacture for the phone because it costs a lot of cost. Besides, unlike the iPhone, Steve Jobs create the iPhone and do the platform for the phone itself, which is iOS. Finally, at year 2008, Android officially be launched to the world, which first manufacturer that catch the Android as their platform is HTC, which HTC Dream G1. Since it debuted, Android technology keep change in order to compete with other operating system technology like iPhone. Okay, that is history and overview of the Android. Okay, let me tell you about the generation of the Android. First, this is first debut of the Android itself. At Android 1.0, it doesn't have sugary name like nowadays. It's come with a physical key and the camera only can be used to capture an image. And at that time, the Android is less developed to compare Android nowadays. But at year 2009, Android received major development, which they produced 3 versions of Android with sugary name. First is 1.5, which cupcake. Second, 1.6 is donut, and third, 2.0, which eclair. At 1.5 cupcake, it comes with virtual key on the phone, which fit on the landscape and portrait orientation. Besides, the camera finally can be used to record and play and share the video via the YouTube. And at Donut 1.6, it was a first version that support different size screen, which it can fit at widescreen. And then the Donut provide with CDMA network, which it can support Verizon and big network in Asian countries. At Froyo, Google Map enhancement on the Google Map, which it provide turn-on-turn navigation and voice guidance. At that time, the market have apps that provide that application, but the user need to purchase it at a higher cost. Let's move 2010, which it provide 2 versions, which 2.2 and 2.3. 2.2 known as Froyo and 2.3 known as Gingerbread. At 2.2, Android made enhancement on the portable hotspot Wi-Fi, which it can share at devices, and then the password can be used for the alphanumeric and number. Before this, the user used password for the pattern lock on. Gingerbread is a boom year for the Android because it provides support for the front camera with a selfie feature, and then it improved the keyboard enhancement. Finally, at year 2011, Android come with more sophisticated and modern version with honeycomb and ice cream sandwich. Honeycomb is suitable for the tablet, and then the ice cream sandwich is integration from the honeycomb version toward the smartphone version. At the honeycomb, it comes with virtual key, which it have software for the key. Inside, at honeycomb, it provides recent application which user can see what the latest application that they use. Android technology keep change, which at 2012 it produced Jelly Bean. 2015 it's come with the KitKat, but 2014 it come with the lollipop. Then the latest version is Marshmallow, which 2015 it been debuted. Latest technology is Android Dragon, but many smartphone doesn't have this platform yet. Latest version of the smartphone that available in Malaysia is Marshmallow. What I can conclude from my presentation is, since the honeycomb and the latest version of the Android, which is the Nugget, Android keep move to modern and sophisticated, which the performance of the Android itself much faster and smoother, and then the notification become more modern. Previous version of Android like 1.0 and 2.0, it use pull down notification, but today Android come with interactive notification, which it can pop up. It can pop up without unlock the screen. Besides, Android become very special when it's work friendly, which it include PDF reader and many Google Drive application like Gmail, Google Doc, and
got my Nexus 5X, my Pixel C, along with my Nexus 6U, still does have that wood slip wrap on it. And I will be doing revisited reviews for all of these devices now that they do have Android 7.0 Nougat. I'm going to go ahead and revisit the devices after this update. Now to start, the first thing I want to do is go ahead and jump into settings, scroll down, go about phone. You'll see Android version 7.0, and this is the official build, not a developer preview. Quickly tap on that to get to the Easter egg, and this time the Easter egg is a little bit different. It's not necessarily a flappy Android game. You'll see you press and hold on the N, and a little cat will appear right there. And then you can actually customize your toggles, hit edit. You'll see a toggle here that says Android Easter egg. You can press and hold and drop that up there. And then what kind of happens is if you an empty dish will appear. You can select it and pick a specific food. So if you put a treat there, and leave it there for a little while, and eventually it'll say, oh, found a cat, and then you try and find all the different cats. So that's what Android decided was their Easter egg this time. Now you'll notice the launcher looks very similar, and I believe that's going to come as another update from the Play Store, not necessarily an Android update, and it might be coming with the new Nexus devices, so you might have to wait for that to come out for the launcher to be updated. Now, you'll notice throughout the video, things have been updated visually, so that pull-down bar, completely updated. You'll see you have some toggles up here that you can actually just tap on to toggle them while they're smaller right there, and you can go ahead and expand them by pulling down again. And as I mentioned earlier, you have a bunch of various ones that you can add: data saver, invert colors, cast, and you can edit and move them around as well, which is a great feature, of course. If you want to have specific toggles before in that smaller settings, you can. So if you want airplane mode up there, you can just rearrange it up there. And then you'll notice the notifications have gotten a revamp as well. So a little bit different. One of the great things about these new notifications is that you can expand them still by pulling down. And of course, you can swipe away individual notifications. And then also, if you expand the full notification, you have a quick reply option. So you can quickly, I don't know what's, there we go. You can quickly press reply and type and just send a message back. And that's on a per app basis. So Twitter, I know you can do with direct messages. And developers will just need to implement that into their apps. There's a little arrow as well that you can tap on to expand and contract these notifications. And also with Gmail, I'm actually going to grab my Pixel C to show off these Gmail notifications. When you expand it, it's going to expand almost all individual emails, and then you can go ahead and choose which specific ones you would like to expand, and then go ahead and interact with, whether you want to delete or reply them. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, it is completely a different look to them, just overall a little bit different, and it kind of compiles all the notifications into one spot. Now, another way to interact with these notifications is you press and hold on them, and you can actually show notifications silently. You can block all notifications, or do not silence or block. So that's just a quick way you can get to those. You can also swipe over and you'll see a little settings button pop up on both sides. If you do that, you can go ahead and tap that, and it's going to bring you to the exact same menu. Another update is multi-window, and finally Android has a multi-window option, and there's various ways to get to that, one of them being in your recent apps. Press and hold on one of the apps, and you'll see drag here to use split screen. So you go ahead and pop it up there, And it says app may not work with split screen. That might be with a lot of various apps, but you see it works just fine. And you can select a specific app to have right here. Options include resizing the different windows. So you have a bar here that you can pull up and pull down. If you go ahead and rotate it horizontally, that's an option as well. Now, let's say I interact with one of the apps and I tap on my recent apps. It's going to bring it back to those recent apps. So you have that option. And then also if you press and hold on the recent apps button, that's going to take you out of that multi-window. Now, if you press and hold on it again, that's another way to get into that multi-window. So pressing, holding on that button works just fine. And then, of course, if you press and hold on it, it takes you out of it. Now, another function of the recent apps, which I really like, is like an Alt-Tab function in your keyboard. You press it once, press it again, it's going to switch you into that other previous app. So you can just go ahead and quickly swap between your first two apps in your recent app tray. And then also about the recent app tray, you have a clear all button all the way up at the top. And now you'll notice it really won't have nearly as many applications loaded in the recent apps. They actually will start to clear them out as you don't use them, which is nice. It's not going to be super cluttered, and you can get up to that clear all button. It wipes them all away. Now here I am watching a YouTube video, as you can see. Now I want to go ahead and show off how you can actually use it as a function for the split screen. So you'll see it says app may not work in split screen, but YouTube works just fine. While you're going to go ahead and go to your calculator, maybe you just go like this, or send a message, a text message, etc. But here's it working on the Pixel C. Just kind of wanted to show that off. And of course, you'll see YouTube videos working fine. So great, you can watch YouTube and also interact with other apps at the same time. So with this new look, you can actually swipe over and you'll see you have some quick shortcuts to all of the various settings. I don't know if I really like this. It's really strange how they do this, but if I want to jump into display, you'll see that drop down's up there in the upper left-hand corner. I switched to battery. Let's go back to display. So you'll see you can quickly swipe between other ones without having to press the back button and re-find the new settings. I also want to talk about one of the new smart lock functions under security settings, and you'll see Trusted Face is there. They have actually updated Trusted Face. So you can actually set that up for best results, hold at eye level, etc. So it goes ahead and uses the front camera to look at your face and actually get some facial recognition to actually unlock your device. So that's just another update that they have included in Android 7 to make Trusted Face a little bit better. Another update is with battery life. Battery life should be better in Android 7.0. As you can see, it actually included Doze and Marshmallow, but now they have Doze on the go in Nougat. So like my 5X right here, just sitting here is probably saving battery life, just kind of chilling there, not being moved. But if you throw your Nexus in your pocket or any device on Android 7.0, it's still going to utilize that Doze. Even though you're moving your phone around, it just will recognize if you're not using it. It will go ahead and go into that Doze mode and actually save battery life. So expect it to be a little bit better on Nougat than Marshmallow.